Thank you very much, that was lovely. Can you hear me? Yeah? Is that okay? Okay, cool. Hi, I'm Sue Black, Dr. Black on Twitter. I'm going to talk to you about Bletchley Park and a little bit about me as well, I guess. I'm an academic at UCL, and I first went up to... Oh yeah, sorry. I was waiting for that to happen. Does anybody recognise this little girl here?
It's you.
Yeah, it's me. so this is me when I was about 8 or 9, I think, which is all about 10 years ago. And I didn't realise it then, but I was a geek. And I know that looking back, oh gosh, it's too quick. I know that because I used to buy lots of maths textbooks with my pocket money. So fast forward a few years, this is me at 23, having left school at 16, got married at 20, at 23 I had 3 kids. So that's probably not what most people would think someone with a PhD who blah blah blah, I've done what I've done, would have been doing at 23, but that's where I was. Fast forward another few years, and I went to university, got a computer science degree, and here am I at my graduation with my dad and my brother and sister. This is just, this can be really boring, it's just all my family photos. So fast forward another few years, I was a computer science academic doing a PhD, and I set up a group of women in computing called BCS Women, and this is our first committee meeting in about 2001. That group's still running, and I was chair for 7 years, stepped down for 2 days. Oh gosh, I've got the photos in the wrong order. Oh no, I haven't, no. And so, went on a trip to Bletchley Park, and while I was there found out that 10,000 people worked there, and more than half of them were women. So more than 5,000 women worked at Bletchley Park. I was amazed by this, went away, started a project called Women of Station X, and at the launch of that, the director, Simon Greenish, started talking about how Bletchley Park was possibly going to have to shut because they didn't have any money. So a few weeks later, I was standing in front of this Hut 6 with a veteran telling me about all the achievements, the things that happened there. I was totally amazed. And I had in my mind, oh my God, this place is going to shut, I've got to do something. So, to cut a long story short, I managed to get on BBC News, and so this is part of that. And that was 3 years ago, and got a lot of publicity. So this is me and some people, including Fran Allen in the middle, in the blue, who's the Turing Award winner for I think 2006. I think the first woman to win the Turing Award, who came over to the UK and wanted to go to Bletchley Park. And this is a guy called Joe Roberts who got in touch after the stuff that I did on the BBC. He was a code breaker working at Bletchley Park, an amazing guy. As part of this talk, he said he was, when he was working there, he was translating a message. He was a German scholar, and at the end of it, it just said Hitler, Führer. And I thought, oh my God, I know someone who's translated a message that came straight from from Hitler. So that was very exciting. About 6 months after I started campaigning to save Bletchley Park, I got involved a bit more with social media. And so this is me taking some social media gurus, Documentally and Sizemore, up to Bletchley Park. And a month after that, I got Stephen Fry engaged through Twitter as well. So that was February 2008, and then in March, he came up to Bletchley Park for the day and we hung out, you know, like we do. Like that, honestly. He's a great guy. This is the Veterans Reunion every September. So there were more than 10,000 veterans to start with. I think there are about 1,500 left, all of whom I think are now over 85. So one of the things I'd really like to do is to capture their memories, and so each year for the reunion, the last 2 years we've been up there, and with Paul, who's here possibly, and other people, we've interviewed veterans, and yeah, we're just trying to capture oral histories for posterity. This is another achievement, which was getting £250 million from the government for Bletchley Park. I thought it'd be a good idea to write a paper about the campaign using social media to raise awareness of Bletchley Park, and so we wrote a paper, got it accepted at a conference in Denver, then realised we had no money to go there, So it was suggested by friends on Twitter, I think including Paul again, that, who better not heckle me wherever it is, that we set up a Just Giving campaign, and all these people here, and some more, donated some money so that we could go and present this paper to an international conference telling them about how social media was saving Bletchley Park. So thank you to all those people, those great people. More recently, the Turing papers came up for sale. You may have seen last November, and I happened to meet Megan Smith, who's a VP at Google, and talk to her about Google giving some money to help save the Turing papers for Bletchley Park. And coincidentally, a great guy called Simon Meacham, who's sitting over here, contacted me via Twitter, like the next day, I think, saying, I want to help with Bletchley Park, what can I do? And so Simon and Megan basically worked over several days, very hard, to persuade Google to give £100,000 to save the Turing papers. This is me, I just had to have this. Told me, yeah, I was on Breakfast Time talking about Alan Turing, as you do, and Bletchley Park. and yeah, so we got $100,000 from Google, which is great. Saved the Turing papers. I went to see them at Bletchley Park. I also went up there a couple of weeks ago with Robert Llewellyn, who does this thing called Carpool, which is really cool. I don't know if you've seen that. So I did Carpool a couple of weeks ago, and he said that he's desperate to go back and take his family and the kids, so that's great. Oh, and this is my children now. Well, actually, that's 3 years ago. That's my son graduating from Durham 3 years ago. So I kind of wanted to have a message, but I didn't have enough time to say what it was. But I never, I started out never realising that I could do anything like this at all. I really, really didn't. You can see, I didn't have a great, amazing start in life in some ways. But I found something that I thought was wrong, and I tried to do something about it. I thought Bletchley Park was going to shut, and so I did whatever I could to make sure that it didn't, and it's worked. Thank you.